There we go. Kind of surprised I actually showed the first part of it, and everything. But it is what it is. Let me check the PC side of things. Alright. First gonna check on Discord via mobile. Okay. Alright, so first things first, as always, we'll check the stream. Sounds looking sounding, hopefully. Okay. I'm going to change the category from games and demos to I'm gonna basically put it as Doom. Alright. Everything seems to be good, hopefully. Alright. Bossing under things in the right places. Seems good, so I guess I'm gonna go ahead and get started. So, yeah, as always, everyone, heyo, my fellow Rumble Maniacs. It's Mr. Rumble Roses here, and welcome to yet another installment of Doom Mod Monday. Um, then today I'm gonna be doing some more WolfenDoom, the Astrostein Trilogy. So, last time I did this, I took on the prologue episode, which is basically I say like an episode, but it's basically like an episode map thing called the Portal. Yeah, like we took on the prologue mission, mission and everything, and yeah, we got to explore it for the first time, and even though there were some parts that kind of like led me astray, I guess, I just didn't know where to go, and to the point where I actually had to like look up a video or something about it at most. Um, we managed to make progress, and we got to the portal, even though it was a trap. So basically, now we are captured in the prison, and we're gonna hopefully try and maybe break out. So, for those that don't know what WolfenDoom: The Astrostein Trilogy is, um, it was made by an individual named Las Rojas. Hopefully, I'm saying the name right. And this is thing. It's a Wolfenstein. It's a Wolfenstein Tolkien version in which you travel to the future to fight fascists in space. The Third Reich have covered Titan portal buried beneath the ancient Egyptian ruins, and after failing to stop them, you're teleported hundreds of years into the future, where they not only rule Earth, but they extend their reign of terror across the solar system. So, yeah, there's 3 episodes to deal with. Um, like escape from spaceship, make a stop on the moon, and travel to Earth to stop the cybernetic brain of the Fuhrer, bird fortress, which protects the portal and rules the planet. If you manage to survive, you might see it not only bringing it into a 100-year thing, but also returning to your own time and destroying the time portal and preventing anyone from ever using it. So, now this was a Bethesda edition version that was basically, put together, edited, and all that stuff by an individual named Pixel Scuba. Scuba, well, I was gonna call him Scuba. I was gonna say Scuba Steve, but I'm just gonna call him Scuba. So, Scuba's known to do a thing every now and then where it's like, they'll take a mod and, they'll try to fix anything that, needs fixing and try to make it work for the Doom plus Doom 2 port or the Kex port or whatever you want to call it. And and not too long ago, I actually managed to get the other WolfenDoom things. I got Arctic Wolf, and I also got Operation Rheingold, which we'll be trying in the future. But the one thing I want to kind of start with this because it's pretty much like a thing where it's like it's Wolfenstein in the future and everything like that, and so yeah. Now, before we get started, I do kind of want to talk about some things, maybe mention some things. So, WolfenDoom originally was meant to be like a mod where you could be able to play the original episodes of Wolfenstein on the Doom engine. Had like updated graphics and things like that, made it much nicer to play. And originally, like it had like the 6 episodes broken down in 2 mods each. It had like I think it's like the original missions, aka episodes 1 through 3, had its own mod, and then on another mod, it had episodes 4 through 6, which I think was called like the Nocturnal missions. I believe someone can feel free to correct me if I'm wrong. And then I kind of want to say, even though I didn't really do my whole entire research on this thing, but I want to say maybe soon afterwards, Las Rojas decided to make new adventures in the world of Wolfenstein and Doom and stuff like that. And I want to say that there's there's a few of them that were done. I think Rheingold was one that might have been sort of canceled, but still playable in a way because I saw I thought I saw something about it being canceled or something at one point. But yeah, I've been meaning to hopefully try these out one day and everything, and knowing the fact that it now has and now has the a port version that they can be played on here. It's like we can be able to see what it's like together. Another thing too is that it is my first time playing this. I've only ever played the beginning of Astrostein Part 1, and everything else after everything else after that is pretty much gonna be blind. So it's basically gonna be a first time blind experience. So we're gonna be witnessing everything together. Another thing is that I have not really tested this mod, but Nolan Scuba, everything's been known to work pretty nicely for the ports. He's edited and all that jazz. And I'd say the third possible version, or I'd say the final possible thing to talk about is, I'm not gonna be playing it on the ultra violence difficulty. I just kind of do things on Herbie Plenty at most, and then we'll just see what happens. So, yeah. Yeah, so we play the portal. Number 1 Astrostein 1. And my controller gives me some drift. Let me just check something real quick. Okay. So yeah. So yeah, like I said, you know, we were captured at one point, and then we got taken into the future, basically, and now we were in like um, now we're basically like, you know, like in a futuristic prison and all that. And before I you know play the thing, I'm gonna kind of do like a little bit of a showcase of the weapons. So this here is the fist replacement. Basically, it's kind of like it's like a lightsaber type knife. This I find pretty interesting. But basically, this is like the chainsaw replacement. I remember seeing this thing originally in Aliens, which I thought was pretty interesting to see here. This is the pistol. Pretty much looks like, you know, like Doom's classic pistol. Even has, you know, the hand and all that. But you know, it has like different sounds, different, you know, muzzle flash and all that stuff. This is the shotgun. This is the super shotgun replacement. Chain gun replacement. Rocket launcher. Plasma rifle. BFG. Even though honestly it looks more like it's kind of a funny thing, but it's like it looks more like it came from. This looks more like the Rise of the Triad rocket launcher. And for whatever reason, it has the like. If you use like the all cheats, you know, thing you can actually be able to have like the Legacy of Rust weapons and stuff, which I don't think you're going to be able to get. So yeah. Anyway, so level 1 or deck 1, detention and security. So I don't know. So I know that I kind of remember like there were some things that kind of like were altered, you know, to like function a little bit differently. So you know, things that you might not expect to see is going to most likely happen. Is most likely going to be a thing. So yeah, I guess in a way, you know, we managed to somehow, you know, get a guard in here. Took his futuristic pistol and. And all that. Heavy phaser rifle, which is the shotgun replacement. Thankfully, these don't like hurt you like they probably would in Duke 3D. Even though, like, I don't know if like these are actually able to be opened. You know, because like you hear the noise and everything, but. I believe the flying robot, the flying UFO robot there, I think that might be the replacement for the imp, because you know, kind of how like the like similar kind of like, you know, like the projectile throwing and stuff like that, even though like it was different color and all that jazz. Okay, so that's a blue door. And yes, for those that don't know, I unfortunately have some controller drift. So every now and then you're gonna probably randomly see me. So probably every now and then you're gonna like, you know, just see me just like randomly like just strafe right or something like that, which I can't really seem to fix. So I'm assuming that probably one day I'm gonna need to get a new controller. Which kind of sucks because, you know, they think they're cheap. yeah, so blue door right there. I'm assuming this is, yeah, that's the yellow one. Now I don't really know if like now I don't really know like if it's beneficial to try and take out these cameras, because I mean, because like I can understand like be like, oh, if you get spotted by the camera, then alarms could go off and all that stuff, and maybe you have like a whole bunch of it, a whole bunch of boils teleporting in, but I doubt it's gonna make a difference. Now, even though I have never, even though like I have never played the mod, I have seen it. I have seen it in action. I have seen it in action because there's this guy. No, there's this guy named John who has a channel called Wham Ninja Mohill, and yes, I know it sounds like I'm doxing the dude's name, but I'm not, because he's literally he's literally said what his real name was. But yeah, like I remember seeing him like play this mod a long time ago. But even still, like there's some things I don't remember like every single little thing. But I think like one of the slight little I think probably like one of the slight little annoyances that I think I kind of remember was that it feels like ammo and stuff maybe like a little stingy.
Sichert das Gebiet.
Okay, so as you can see, this thing's been broken here. So. Actually, let's try that again, shall we? Okay. So I believe that's going to be like the alternate way of opening that one area. Not sure exactly as to what these are, but they I think they kind of look like chests. One thing about, oh. Yeah, I was gonna say, like, I was gonna say, like, one thing about Wolfenstein and everything is that, it's known to have, like, the ability to pick up, like, treasure, because you really do things like pick up treasure, chalices, a few little things. And I think like I think I was like I want to say like it was like it tried to be like I think it tried to like implement that in the original like WolfenDoom thing, but I think like honestly overall it was just it was just a thing of like, oh, you know, it's just going to I think it was like I think it was like overall just a thing of like, oh, we're just gonna like, you know, like have it be like replacement for like health and armor bonuses. So because we got a backpack, our laser capacity goes from whatever it was to now 600. Shotgun and explosive RPG stuff replacement still is 100. And you got the plasma stuff back, yeah, you got 600. Damn, that hurt a lot. Okay, so I'm trying to. Okay, you can stop. So I'm trying to think. It's like I think those like those little like turn things might be like the replacement for the arachnotrons. I need a yellow key to activate this, huh?
Urgency!
This might be a pinky demon.
Achtung!
Hold on. Oh. Okay. Okay, like it's like a little medical station. I don't know if that exactly if it's gonna have like a limit, but they were fully healed, so I'll take it.
Urgency!
Here's those explosive barrels. Alright. Ew! That hurt a lot. Actually, hold on. This is gonna kind of give me like an idea of something. Okay, so those are like the health bonuses.
Urgency.
Halt!
So I want to assume this is kind of like some sort of storage thing. Okay. Okay, so let's see. So, got 68 laser pistol, 34. A phase shotgun. I'm gonna call it like a phase shotgun thing. Oh wait, maybe that was like an indication. Maybe that there was an indication of something.
Urgency.
We got some boils. Okay. So those drop shotguns. Hold on. Is there anything over here?
Hard to see. Hard to see.
I was trying to think of myself. It's like, you know, I saw the, you know, like the lasers. I think myself, it's like, you know, it was like something going to, like one of those random walls were like just like open or something. Maybe had like a trap. I don't know. Okay, so I got the blue key. Checking around and everything. This, I guess this got blocked at some point. Now, I don't know 100% for sure, but if we could somehow be able to possibly, because I'm going to assume it's like it's going to be like an episodic thing where it's like, you know, we get like have like final level and then, you know, like maybe we, you know, like loot our weapons and stuff like that. So if we somehow like, you know, get to, you know, get to the ending part of it or whatever, then that's probably how I'll end this stream. Look at all those weaponry. I think like if we have to do something with this. no, not there. This way. Okay, so these things are like, okay, so these things are big med kits. So that's good to know. Okay. So another, woo! Almost like we're in another area.
Halt! Halt! Achtung!
Okay, so this is the area that we saw. Yeah, so this is the area that we saw that we couldn't be able to get into. Alright, before I continue, I want to check something real quick. Okay, so there's about 9 to 10 things at most. Alright, that's the first level. Cargo hold. Alright, so because we are on the second level, as I always do, I make a hard save just in case like something goes wrong, or like I stop in case like if something goes wrong or I stop here if I want to to end the stream alertly or something, then I'll then I'll do that. So I'd say probably because we've seen like 10 decks, we'll see exactly how things are if we somehow get to the fifth to the fifth deck.
Urgency!
would like to somehow get the chain gun, you know, blaster thing. I think that would be very nice. Okay. I find it fun that they're using the BOG ball sprite thing.
Halt! Urgency!
Okay. Yeah, if we can somehow find like the chain gun, you know, the futuristic chain gun thing, then we can both use that and save our phaser rifles for certain occasions. Let's see. Okay, so clearly that was raised, and we can't really lower it right now.
Halt! Halt! Halt!
I don't know about you guys, but to me, I kind of find it funny in a way where it's like, you know, you blast someone, you know, blast some enemies and everything, and it's like, there's like these like phase out of existence. It kind of reminds me of Chex Quest a little bit, where it's like instead of like, you know, shooting them, where it's like, you know, instead of like shooting the Flamoids to kill them, you shoot them to teleport them back to supposedly, you know, their home planet and everything. So like I think that's I think that's kind of I think it's kind of funny. To get a little bit too, man, but I think it's kind of funny. anything. Okay, are these hazmat suits? No, they're just decorators. They're just props.
Halt!
If here.
Halt! 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 Halten Sie! Halt! 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 Halt!
It's not a storage, it's like a little storage place.
Halt! Halten Sie! Halt! Achtung! Halt! Achtung! Achtung! Halt! Halten Sie! Halt!
That man sure wants me to use a pistol. Even though some of the enemies, like, they can be able to fire much faster than I can be able to shoot and everything, and it's like getting all this ammo, and you have to stuck with like the measly pistol.
Achtung! Halt!
I definitely got health spit.
Achtung! Halt!
Hmm. Yeah, well, there's nothing else around here, it seems.
Urgency! Halt! Halt! Achtung! Achtung! Halt!
Maybe this side will have something that, you know, give me something. Thankfully, the pistol can still be kind of like a long-range type of weapon. Because from what I can, because from what I can remember, it's like, it's one of those situations where it's like, you know, if you just tap your attack key, your shot, then your shot will have like, 100% accuracy. Yeah. Because I think it's like a thing where it's like, tap your attack key, your shots will have 100% accuracy, but if you hold down the fire key, especially like for your pistol, then it does a thing where it's like kind of like just like it makes your pistol shot, it makes your shots inaccurate, and it does a thing where it's like and it does a thing where it's like like kind of like it tries to like you know spread it out, like you know like have like the inaccurate, you know, like misfire or something like that. So like I guess like for example, you know, like one shot, you know, like you know, like one shot that you do could like one shot that you do that you know you think it's like, oh, it's gonna go into the center, but then it's like, oh, it's somehow, you know, it somehow veers off to the left, or you know you try another one and then it goes to the right.
Urgency! Halt! Achtung!
If I had like one random request, if you know Pixel Scuba ever you know somehow solve it, you know this you know solve this, I would love to see like the original WolfenDoom mods be playable for this port. You know, like I would like at most I would love to be able to have the ability to play like you know the original like 6 episodes, you know, like 3 each of you know the original WolfenDoom. And I'd say maybe as a, you know maybe like an added bonus, you know, if it's not if it's not a thing to you know maybe see about like having the ability to play in co-op, because you know like I would you know I would love to build like I would love to build a thing because I've talked about this before, you know, but even though my friend Onyx doesn't play mods, he's not much of a mod gamer like I am. You know, I feel like there would be certain things that you know I can maybe like sweet talk him into, you know, and everything like that. Like for example, like one day I hope I like the one day I'm hoping that you know me and him gonna be able to play the Doom 64 for Doom 2 mod because that'd be like because that'd be as close as you can really get to experience a Doom 64 like a Doom 64 co-op experience. Even though it's not gonna have the creepy horror vibe, stuff like that. It's going more toward like
Heart and see.
like classic Doom as far as like the style and stuff goes. But a lot of levels will still be here. Okay, so again, this is like a little storage area.
Halt.
I guess this actually got opened up.
Heart and see.
Halt!
Achtung. Achtung.
Halt!
Achtung. Achtung.
Halt! Halt! Halt!
Heart and see.
Come on, man, if you're gonna maybe use the pistol and the laser pistol thing a lot, then at least give me the chain gun version.
Halt! Halt!
That way I can be able to have something that fires quicker. But yeah, some tells me this might be like a half and half type of thing at most.
Halt! Halt!
Even though I'm not gonna fully guarantee that it's gonna be like a half and half.
Heart and see.
Gotta love infighting.
Halt! Halt!
Achtung. Achtung.
I'm surprised I'm not done a geek out yet. Yeah, it's like, it's great. It's like, fuck, great. And my,
Halt!
Achtung!
Halt!
Achtung!
Halt! Halt! Halt!
I don't know if it was just me, but like I could, I feel like I could just, I swear I could have saw like a rare, like a random. I'm not gonna say rare, but like a random ass little like visual bug. Cause it seemed like every time I was shooting that dude, and it's like it was like some sort of like weird shape was thing that's coming out or something.
Halt!
Emergency!
Halt! 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 Halt!
Again, the BOG barrels actually did something.
Emergency! Achtung! Achtung! Emergency! Achtung!
Halt!
Achtung! Achtung!
Ow. Alright. First key card of the level. Yeah, that needs a red key. Alright, let's see. There's technically like right now there's like at least 3 areas that have the blue key marks.
Achtung!
Halt!
Red, yellow.
Halten Sie! Achtung!
Halt! 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 Halt!
Curiouser and curiouser.
Halt!
Whoa, life support suits.
Halt! Halt! Halt!
Halten Sie! Halten Sie!
Halt! 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 Halt!
I really need help. I need help badly. There I.
Halt! Halt! Halt!
Halten Sie!
No health whatsoever. What the fuck, bro? What the fuck? I will say though that even though it feels like there are moments where things are kind of stingy, mod's pretty cool so far. I've got 6 fucking health, man. Oh my god. I'm trying to think, it's like, could there be a better way to do this shit? That's about as good as I can do for right now, I think. Oh my god, dude. Yeah, that was stupid. Like, that was stupid. Yeah, I knew it was a thing, but yeah. I just had to know, man. I had to know. Because if I didn't know, I could, miss something. Oh. So yeah, going by, like, the Doom logic per se, I'm going to assume that those are like flying pod looking things. I'm going to assume those were the lost souls. Especially because like how especially because like how they are, sort of like size, and especially like where they came out of. So so yeah, now I gotta be extra fucking careful because I've only got 14 fucking health. Okay. So we got the yellow key. Force field battery. Not gonna lie, I kinda wish it was, more than that, but what can you do? That's where we came from. What the hell? So many areas that mean the fire. Wasn't there like an area that had the L button to press? I'm hoping and praying I don't have to go back out there to deal with those things, cause like part of me thinks to myself like, cause part of me thinks to myself like, there's something that I missed outside that, you know, that did more than just, that did more than just fucking, you know, give me the yellow key. Well, I'm going to go investigate, I guess. If I can not take any fucking damage, if I can not take any more fucking damage, that'd be nice. No, apparently I've done anything out there. So I don't really, so as far as I can tell, like, I don't really need to go back out there. And yeah, this is the area that, you know, I have to come back in from. Oh wait. Look how minuscule that fucking thing is.
Urgency! Urgency! Urgency!
That's a lot of boils. So that's a lot of boils, and I ain't got much health. Around.
Halt! 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 Halt!
Oh, I just realized I just realized I now have the fucking red key. Okay, do not go through that because it takes you right out in space. Okay. Okay, so we got all three keys. Now, ow.
Halt!
That's a phony. A great big phony.
Halt! Halt!
The one thing I really hate, I'd say, as far like the enemies go, the roaming sounds sound like, you know, are pretty much the exact same sound as the fucking teleporting sounds. So it just makes me think like overall, it's like, oh, there's, you know, it makes me think overall, like, you know, like, oh, there's, you know, like, there's enemies teleporting in. But in reality, it's like, no. But in reality, it's like, no, it's just the flying drones, motherfuckers. Okay, that is much better. Alright, is this going to be the true exit? Yes, it is. True quarters. Alright, let me check something real quick, because I think I'm actually probably going to end a bit early. Not for anything like, in like a bad reason. I just think that it's probably going to be like a thing where it's like, you know, it's going to probably take a bit of time to, you know, to do stuff and things with this level, or with this, you know, playthrough. But yeah, so we got on to deck 3. Let's go go here. But yeah, yeah, that was part 1 of WolfenDoom Astrostein Trilogy. Um, definitely some pretty challenging moments at times, especially, you know, where it's like, oh, like you have like, where it's like, oh, you have like so much pistol ammo or like laser pistol ammo, but you know, some enemies are able to fire much faster than you can pull your trigger. Kind of sucks, but that was always kind of the unfortunate little situation, if you will, when it came to you know, like some of the Wolfenstein enemies. um, we did. I'm glad that we managed to make a nice little bit of progress, though. So you know, there's that. Yeah, so there's that. Um, but yeah, I might probably do this on like another like Monday type thing. That's for like, you know, unless if I decide, you know, to like be like, okay, I'm not really doing much of anything, so I'm gonna maybe, um, you know, like randomly, like do a stream or something like that, cause, um, yeah, I don't know, cause sometimes, you know, like I may like, you know, just pull out a random stream that I just want, you know, feel like doing because, you know, still up and about and everything and not really doing much, so be like, you know, maybe I might do like a random stream containing more of Astrostein or something. Or maybe it might be something different. I don't know. But for right now, though, I am going to go ahead and end here. So as always, I just want to say first and foremost, thank you guys so much for watching. I really and truly do appreciate it. Um, yeah, I hope you guys are looking forward to the next time I play this, which, like I said, might be in a couple of weeks from now on Monday wise. But for right now though, my next planned stream, if everything goes well, will hopefully be tomorrow, aka Tuesday. Um, because this is my active week of streaming for this week. Um, I'll be playing some Dead by Daylight because the Summer Screamfest stuff's going to be kicking off, and it's going to be kicking off with the Chaos Shuffle mode. So we're going to be playing around with that. Friday is going to be a bit of a, like I said, it's going to be a bit of an interesting thing because for one, I will be at most trying to join my friend Onyx over on his Twitch channel as we celebrate his birthday and everything. And we're going to be playing some regular Elden Ring together. And the idea, for the most part, is me, him, and our friend Shadow Seed 5 will be trying to get together to do what Onyx calls uh, I think it's like we're pretty much gonna be Jar Knights. We're gonna be like I think of like low level Jar Knight characters that each of us have like different weapons and stuff like that. And we're gonna see at most like what can happen, how far we can both go and everything like that. So yeah, you know. I'd say it's gonna be interesting, to say the very least, because I don't know exactly how far we're gonna be able to really get through. But on that day though, on that same day though, I will be playing some regular Elden Ring on my end, and I'll be doing a new build, which is basically going to be a fist build, and it's going to be uh, excuse me. It's going to be a fist build. It's going to be a star fist build. Sort of what Onyx is doing over on his end, but with his Doom guy. Um, I think there's gonna be like some slight changes between like my thing and his. But the character that I'm gonna be doing is what I call Fisting McPunch'em. It was something that I kind of came up with name wise when I did a fist build in Elden Ring Night Rain. Um, the idea at most is that I'm going to be rocking the full Lionel set on my character. I'm gonna have the Starfist weapons, for Starfist weapons, like Onyx, but I believe on mine it's gonna have like a cold infusement along with I think like the innate bleed, um, along with like the Astral War of Cragblade, and we're gonna see how things go as far as trying to play the game and everything like that. Um, Now on my end, I have made the character. I've got him, I got him kind of decked out. Mostly, I think like in the Caden Warrior armor, but I have like I think it's like knight armor for. I think I have like a piece of knight armor from on the hands to kind of get like a little bit more poise and everything like that. I've been kind of like slowly but surely, just kind of like just grinding some extra stuff up until like I hopefully meet with Onyx sometime today, as far as like this stream time goes, which is gonna be on Monday. Um, but yeah, hopefully me and him be able to catch up together. We can work on work on the build together, and I can be able to hopefully be able to get it ready and debut it on Friday. So yeah, but Saturday, though, will be another installment of Shoot 'em Up Saturday, where I'll be doing some more Doom mods and everything. I'll be doing the second episode thing of Eve Eternity, see how that goes. And then probably on Sunday, at most, I might try and do more Outlaws Remastered, try and continue on with that and go from there. But yeah, if you enjoyed what you saw today, though, and you're watching this on Twitch, feel free to give the channel a follow and become a Rumble Maniac today. If you want to follow me anywhere else online, you can check out my YouTube channel, give it a sub, all the usual good stuff. Feel free to follow me on Twitter, maybe in Blue Sky as well. And until I see y'all in the next video or live stream, As always, take care everybody, and I hope you all have a good week or weekend.